me. Huh? Here. Huh? Here. On me. Huh? 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 On me. On me. Here. Huh? Here. On me. Huh? Here. On me. Here.
Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most.
On me.
Yeah.
On me.
Huh?
On me.
Yeah.
On me.
Huh? Yeah.
On me.
Yeah. Huh?
On me.
I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion.
On me.
Yeah. Huh?
On me.
Huh?
On me.
Yeah. Huh?
On me.
Yeah.
On me.
Yeah.
you've been?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. What are you doing here?
The real question is, what are you doing cooped up in here reading a book? The weather's nice out there, you know.
Oh, well, ever since I've had more chances to interact with the people of Mondstadt, I've been having trouble telling when people are joking. For example, I saw a beautiful flower the last time I was at the florist, so I told the shopkeeper, and she said, "Ah, if you like these weeds so much, you should add some mint and sweet flowers and make it a bouquet." So I did as she said, and when I showed her the finished bouquet, she gave me a frankly terrifying look. Later, Albedo opined that this happened because I have trouble understanding the meaning behind words. So after I learned the Mondstadt script, he told me I could come here and read. I was born from a storybook, so I felt that these books might be able to teach me more about the rules of this world. And, well, I guess I lost track of time. So, did you guys need something? Oh, I see. That's another rule learned then.
Yep. That said, we did have business we needed to discuss, right? Yeah, we have a message to pass along from Rhine-daughter.
Oh, it's from Aunt Rhine-daughter? No, I'm just surprised. Rhine-daughter is my mom's friend, and the mother of the dragon that once existed in my stead. I supplanted him, took the fate that should have been his. So if she dislikes me, well, I'm not sure what I'd do.
Yeah, we're here for you. But seriously, Paimon doesn't think it's anything bad.
That does make me feel better. Well, I guess I should open it.
Ah! Where are we? Did this stupid dictionary transport us to some weird place again?
My mom's scent. I sense it here.
Whoa! Here comes a strange cat.
I have a message to deliver on Master Rhine-daughter's behalf. Ahem.
This is the first time we're meeting, so I'm not sure how to address you. But since you're Hem's child, I suppose I'll stick with Mini Durin. Though you appear smaller than the Durin that came before you, that same strength flows through your veins, not a drop less. He was a child of Humus, an incomplete creation. Thus he lacked the will to control his own strength. Yet this power was beyond what he could withstand, and so it twisted him, consumed him, thus sealing his ultimate fate. Albedo claims that you have transcended this tainted blood, becoming a being much like himself. That is his opinion. I remain unconvinced. I trust only the facts, only that which I see for myself. So take this chance, child of M. Prove yourself to me.
Ah! Where did all these monsters come from?
Is this the proof you need, Aunt Rhine-daughter? Very well. I'll show you what I can do. The power within me is surging. This is getting easier.
Looks like Albedo wasn't mistaken after all.
Next time, maybe don't ambush us with a bunch of monsters just to prove a point.
Still, I do feel like I can control my power more freely now that we've defeated them.
After hearing about you, I prepared a technique that would seal the dark power in your blood. I had planned to take this opportunity to pass it on to you. Of course, using it comes with a price. While it would maintain your existence in Tevat, it would also weaken your connection to this world. And you are En's child, when all is said and done. How could I allow that uncontrolled power to send you down the same path as the child who came before you? But seeing you now, it appears my concerns were misplaced. Em was a terrific mother, and a far more capable one than I. And I must admit, I'm rather curious to see how far you can go. How will you, an alchemical being truly integrated with this world, find your place in human society? I've never conducted an experiment like this before. As such, you may yet hold the key to some unexpected answers.
Hey! You got one thing wrong there! Dory's not an experiment! He's our friend!
I'm not sure I understand, but I appreciate your kindness, Aunt Rhine-daughter.
Ahem. And that's all Master Rhine-daughter has to say.
Yeah, we're used to talking cats at this point, but one that can imitate someone else's voice? That's a first.
I don't see how that's important, but if you must know, I am Sebas, a simple butler. You're friends of Albedo, yes? Strictly speaking, I am his elder. So make no mistake, I am no ordinary cat. In fact, from a biological standpoint, I am no cat at all, but rather an alchemical being. You wouldn't consider yourself a specter simply because you float in the air like one, surely.
A specter? What are you trying to say, mister?
Oh, I know. Sabaz is implying that you are...
What thought? Hey!
Oh, and considering how Master Rhine-daughter's message ended, I suppose this technique is useless now. I'll just destroy it. Few and far between are the people that can make her reconsider. Quite the impressive feat, young man. With that done, I'll be going now. I have another message to pass along. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime.
If you want to know who's the strongest warrior, look no further than our captain. He can hold back the abyss with pure physical power alone.
Ha! Exactly the sort of drivel I'd expect from someone who's never seen real combat. Do you think powerful warriors just stand around hitting wooden dummies? Besides, even if we're talking raw strength, I doubt he's a match for our Grand Master.
Oh, that's enough. I didn't invite you both here to listen to you bicker.
Lowen? And isn't that Leafhelm and Slashnev? What are you guys doing together? And what brings you two all this way from Nodcry?
I heard there were a couple of combatologists in Nodcry, so I invited them over to help me compile a Formidable Foes fieldbook. If only I'd known combatologists were so darn combative. Well, guess I'm gonna have to knock their heads together and see if I can't get them to be a bit more professional.
I'll start drawing up a list right away.
Captain Lowen, I'm not trying to be uncooperative. It's just that the word formidable is far too vague. Never mind regular monsters, even the power gap between the Archons is huge. If we don't find a suitable benchmark, I'm afraid any further discussion will be pointless.
If we're talking about a benchmark of power that everyone can accept, we should probably go with dragons, right?
Dragons?
Seriously? Paimon feels like the power gaps between dragons aren't much smaller than those between the Archons.
Well, long story short, after a period of reflection, I concluded that the best way to get even stronger was to challenge the most powerful opponents from all over the world. But then, earlier this morning, just as I was about to set off, this weird-looking thing appeared in front of me and started talking a bunch of nonsense.
Lost human, thrice shall you face the might of the dragon. Then, and only then, will you comprehend the true meaning of strength.
I'm not one for believing in prophecies, but, well, let's just say that I feel like I'm being played here, and I don't like it one bit.
Dragons, huh? Here in Mondstadt, you'd have to be talking about Dvalin or Ursa the Drake, or else those legends about Dragonspine. What else is there?
Well, clearly that's where your knowledge falls short. According to top secret intel I acquired in Nodcry, a powerful ancient dragon has recently snuck into Dorman Port.
Seriously? No way!
Well, if we want the truth, there's only one way to find out.
Enough! Did you see that windmill? I need you to make a record of how it works.
Understood. Preparing to photograph the windmill. Would you like to be included in the picture this time?
Huh? Traveler and Paimon? And Lowen? Hey there! Oh, intel from Nodcry about a powerful ancient dragon. Paimon sees what's going on.
Assessing situation. It appears that Mr. Lowen hopes to fight me. Is that correct?
In a nutshell, yes. That's exactly what I was hoping to do. Back when the expedition was in Nodcry, I had no reason to suspect you had such an extraordinary history. But that's all by the by. I've been wanting to test my skills against you for quite some time now. So, how about it?
Enough! Show him who's boss.
My apologies. According to today's schedule, we still have to visit Mondstadt to collect some special components. My assessments indicate that fighting you now may impact our subsequent operations.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We heard there was some sort of giant robot in Mondstadt. That's why we're here. But then I got a little sidetracked.
It's all right. I understand.
Nolan, you're not seriously giving up just like that.
If I help you deal with the ruin guards, that should clear up your schedule, right?
No drinking on workdays.
this one here?
Enough, strip it for parts.
Such fluid movements. I'd have never have guessed you were a machine.
Your attacks are also very precise, Mr. Lowen. Almost mechanically so.
Woohoo! New parts! I'm gonna be able to create some excellent new modules with these.
And, does this mean you're free to...
Enough, look for more. I want as many as we can get.
Understood. My apologies, Mr. Lowen. We can talk about this later.
Aino's asleep. Oh, did she wear herself out playing in Dornman Port?
She's often like this. Her batteries drain quickly. I am sorry, Mr. Lowen, but I'm afraid I can't get up right now. I must stay here until Aino has entered a deeper state of sleep.
That's quite all right. I've already seen enough to know what you're capable of.
I hope my combat data provides some useful insights. By the way, the person who told us about these special mechanisms also mentioned Dragon Spine. You might want to go there and check things out.
Dragon spine, huh? What could be waiting for me there?
Seeker of power, follower of fate, you are here at last.
It's Durin! Paimon's really not surprised at all.
A sovereign ruler, the creation of a mage, and a descendant of angels. All wield disparate powers, yet all were crowned as dragons. This is because dragons are the symbol of power.
So, doing battle with great dragons became a way to prove your strength. Huh. I think I might be starting to understand the founding Grand Master a little better.
Huh?
I can see you still have much to say, but I suggest we cross blades instead. After all, a single sword stroke is worth 1,000 words.
Wait. Young human, the trial you seek is far from here. You must venture to Storm Terror's lair and face the final prophecy.
Are you alright, Durin? You sound kinda weird today.
Phew. I think I got through the important bits, even if I did have to skip a lot. I think Albedo said he needed help with an experiment, so I better be heading back now. Sorry, everyone.
Well, he sure left in a hurry. What a shame. Hey, what's this?
Why exactly was Durin here? Apart from that last line about venturing to Storm Terror's lair, he just seemed to be talking nonsense.
Interesting. I'm getting curious as to exactly how this prophecy will come true.
Wonderful. Now, according to Barbeloth's prophecy, the human in need of guidance should be here in no time. Entrance lines. Memorized. Entrance effects. Confirmed. Nothing can go wrong this time.
Hey, why do you guys think the final prophecy needs Lowen to come here?
Oh no! They're here already? Did Durin not finish his lines? Oh, I need to keep quiet.
Could the final Might of the Dragon be talking about Dvalin? He doesn't seem to be here today, though.
Technically speaking, I already saw him when I first returned home from Nodcry. He was right beside you.
Oh, yeah! In Wolvendom, when you were delivering letters for Varka. Wait, so does that mean the prophecy has been fulfilled already?
If we're being generous with our interpretation, then technically, I've already thrice faced the might of the dragon. I guess that's why the prophecy has guided me here. Before this place was known as Storm Terror's lair, it was the god of storms, Decarabian's domain. But the mighty god who could conjure storms to shut out the world couldn't stem the yearning for freedom within his own walls of wind. Yet the god of the North Wind, with whom he had once vied for the divine throne, found the answer he had always sought only after abandoning his power.
Huh? There seems to be more to this kid than Varka led me to believe.
The mirror of the dawning morn, Durin. For a time, they too were lost to confusion and doubt. What led them to strength was more than just power.
Wow, wow. You really seem to be getting it.
And Ursa too. The monster who had once been an angel.
Huh?
I'm on thinks you might be onto something here, Lowen. But, you're speaking kind of funny.
The angel who chose power still yearned to remain close to humanity, eventually falling to become a pitiful monster. Oh, humans who have witnessed this all, do you still aspire to power?
Hey, those are my lines. Oh dear. The cat's out of the bag now, isn't it?
Pleasure to meet you, Lady Nicole. I've read your script, and I have to say, I was very impressed.
Oh, why do I get the feeling that Durin dropped his copy?
Oh? So that was part of the prophecy, too?
Not at all. If I'd known in advance, I wouldn't have just...
Regardless, it was a well-written script. Very entertaining. As a heartwarming little fairy tale, of course. I must say, though, I'm not a huge fan of being lectured to. Not even by an angel.
I'll choose to believe that was aimed at my former colleague, the one who chose power. Seeing as you've read my script, I suppose you already know everything I have to say.
Indeed, and I'll make sure to treat it as valued advice. Now, was there anything else, or can I get back to compiling my Formidable Foes fieldbook? I must admit, though, it's been quite a productive day. I'm sure I must have gotten a tiny bit stronger, at least. Well, thank you, everyone, and give my regards to the production crew.
Why are humans always so difficult to deal with?
Can someone tell Paimon what's going on? She's feeling very, very confused.
Do you remember dealing with Dottore and the poison left behind by Ursa in Mondstadt? I'm told that Lowen also endured his fair share of suffering around that time. Since that was a calamity caused by a former angel, it naturally fell on a current angel to set things right. Though things didn't go exactly how I planned, it seems that humanity's fate is destined to become ever more unpredictable. The guidance of angels is no longer the only thing leading them toward the future, but all those infinite possibilities? Perhaps that is precisely where humanity's true strength lies.
What? Is Paimon seeing things? Is that a Dodoko? And no, there really is a Dodoko over there. And it looks just like... It looks like Barbeloth.
Oh my, what a coincidence this is. Traveler? Paimon?
Why is there something so fishy about hearing such a powerful fortune teller use the word coincidence?
Perhaps, but it's no lie. This truly is a pleasant surprise. As a descender from beyond this world, the traveler's fate is not anchored in Tevat. Hence why most fortune tellers, including myself, are unable to predict your future. Hence why most fortune tellers, including myself, are unable to predict your future. But happily, this particular coincidence couldn't have been any more fortuitous. I recently happened to glimpse a peculiar omen. And since I had some free time, I decided to perform a brief divination and follow the omen's course. Just for a spot of fun, you understand. Oh yes, and while I was following this omen, I caught a few ethereal threads of fate and glimpsed the faces of their owners. Here, take a look for yourselves.
See? Didn't I tell you? Someone with so many friends was bound to recognize them all. Hi, you two. It's been a while, hasn't it? I thought I'd lend a hand with Barbie's divination.
Indeed, if Alice hadn't insisted, I'd have treated these names as minor variables and discarded them from the divination.
But then you would have missed out on this fun little excursion, wouldn't you? Besides, as mages, we couldn't possibly disappoint the little cuties involved in the prophecy now, could we? It's the dream of every child to receive wonderful gifts, go on grand undertakings, and watch mysterious prophecies unfold. Which is all to say, we simply had to see this one through.
And there's no point arguing with Alice. Anyway, if I can gather these minor variables together, I should be able to adjust my divination. So here I am, seeking them out, and if possible, offering them a little fortune-telling. I don't have time to go around divining things like that, but I'm sure it won't be long.
Is that why you've set up this stall? So you can sit and wait for them to arrive?
Don't worry, I'm not just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. This Dodoko is simply a stand-in. I'm still working on my research.
That's right. And I installed sensors on Barbie's Dodoko. As soon as the right person shows up, she'll receive an instant notification. And Dodoko will give a happy little wiggle to make sure our visitors are drawn on in.
What are you doing back here? Take your arm off that. You'll knock my scryglass onto the floor. And hold that cup steady. I don't want you spilling hot chocolate on my manuscripts.
All right, keep your hat on just 1 second. There you go, Barbie. This one's yours. hardly put any sugar in it, I promise.
When you say hardly any sugar, I can't help but feel like we're not speaking the same language.
Back to business. After we followed up on Barbie's divination, I was hoping to gather everyone involved, that is, and throw a huge party. I've even decided how we can send out the invitations. Don't worry, I've already picked out the most beautiful birds available. Picture it. In the dead of night, a huge, pure white bird flies through your window with a mysterious letter in its beak. Then you open it, and a whole new world appears before your eyes.
Unfortunately, as I told Alice, doing that would only serve to disrupt the path of fate. Besides, dealing with such small prophecies is a real pain, so it's off the cards.
Oh, fate is such a spoilsport. Nevertheless, we can still have a party. When the time is right, I'll invite everyone myself. And as I do hate waiting for parties, Traveler, Paimon, can I leave the job of bringing your friends here to this stall to you?
Then we'd be the ones disrupting the path of fate, right?
Seeing as the people in the prophecy already have ties to the Traveler, in theory, their fates are already intertwined. If the Traveler steps in to invite them and hurry things along, it shouldn't have too large an effect on the divination.
Reliable as always. For the sake of the party, it's in your hands. I promise to save you the best seats, closest to the cake. Barbie, why are you tearing that paper apart? What are you doing?
I'm using it to plug my ears. Between you and Nicole, if my head isn't hurting, then my ears are. Ugh, I miss Octavia.
Hello there, Lady Trismegistus.
Oh, such perfect pronunciation. I can only assume we share a friend.
A certain Miss Columbina recommended your services.
A very unpredictable lady, that Miss Columbina. I'm sure your encounter must have been full of surprises.
It sure was. Unpredictable is the perfect word. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's Risley.
Le Duc sous l'eau, in the flesh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I wouldn't have thought such a great mage as yourself would have heard of me. I'm honored. Or perhaps you saw my arrival in the stars, Lady Trismegistus.
Since we're already acquainted, let's dispense with the formalities. You can call me Barbeloth.
Then please, call me Risley. This isn't official business, so there's no need for titles. I'm just a regular citizen of Fontaine enjoying some time off the clock. I came across some freshly baked conch madeleines on my way here. I hear mages enjoy a good tea party. Please, take one.
Oh my, this is a very popular dessert at our parties. I've been here for quite some time now, and read the fortunes of a fair few people, but this is the first time anyone's come bearing gifts. Thank you, Mr. Risley. I'll make sure to share it with Alice and the others.
Is that my ears I feel tingling? Barbie, you simply have to save some for me. Don't let Nicole scarf the lot down before I get there. It's not like she hasn't done it before.
Yes. I'll make sure she leaves some for you. Honestly, you could have timed this better. Here I am, hoping to maintain the Hexenzirkel's dignity in front of our new friend.
It's quite all right. Where's the harm? Powerful people don't have to be serious all the time. Everyone's entitled to a little personality.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, optimism and cheerfulness are core entry requirements of the Hexenzirkel.
This is the first I've heard of it.
It's a new rule I just came up with. The Hexen Circle is supposed to bring joy to the world. It's only natural that we are cheerful and optimistic.
Speaking only for myself, I support everyone enjoying life however they please. Provided no laws are broken, of course.
That's a provision you might struggle to get Alice to stick to.
Oh my. Well, this is a concern.
You two do realize I'm still here, right? Besides, I'm not going to do anything criminal in front of the administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. And even if I was, I imagine your rooms are more spacious than the Knights of Favonius' solitary confinement room. Isn't that right, Mr. Risley?
As though a mere solitary confinement room could hold a legendary mage such as yourself. I'm sure Lady Alice has willingly accepted her punishment, no doubt due to her humility and unimpeachable trustworthiness.
Exactly. You couldn't be more right.
Please stop, Mr. Risley. You really shouldn't encourage her. Once she's in a good mood, there's no telling what Alice might do.
That's right! The Traveler's the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, you know. No talking bad about the solitary confinement room behind his back.
Does that mean it's up to the honorary knight to chase down escaped mages? That would make for a wonderful show. Please be sure to invite me.
You just love watching the drama unfold. Still, Paimon didn't expect you to come here by yourself, Risley. That saves us a trip underwater to fetch you.
Speaking of which, it's about time we got down to business. Mr. Risley, whether out of respect for Miss Columbina or as thanks for your confectionery, please draw a lunar arcanum. Perhaps a gift from fate lies hidden within.
Does that count as a prophecy?
You could say that.
Then no Fontanian would fail to take it seriously. I'm not too familiar with these cards. This one appears to be...
The Upright Emperor.
You seem lost for words. Is this card bad? There's no need to worry. I can handle whatever you tell me.
Quite the opposite. This card signifies eternal dominion and unshakable authority. If this represents your future, then you have already reached your destination. But your fate keeps rolling forward, forever changing, which can only mean...
Perhaps it's not the person who changes, but their environment?
Mm-hmm. At least for now, such a tendency does seem to exist.
Then I guess I can be a bit more confident in my intuition from now on. I previously visited Nodcry on official business and gained quite a bit of insight. Since then, I can't help but keep an eye on the local news. Then one night as I was gazing at an unusually bright moon, I found myself thinking that the world is changing.
The world is constantly changing, but with the introduction of such huge variables, we must all be prepared to face the unknown. That said, judging by the card you picked, you shouldn't have much to worry about. No matter how your environment changes, you have the means to either adapt or resist.
Such wonderful news. Looks like I didn't take that punch for nothing. As a matter of curiosity, I have a somewhat presumptuous question to ask. I hope you don't mind.
How sly. You're deliberately trying to pique our curiosity, Mr. Risley. Now we have no choice but to insist that you ask.
Then permit me to be frank. I've always wondered, how exactly does a prophecy ensure its own fulfillment? Take me, for example. My reading says I'll remain stable. But what if, after hearing this prophecy, A sudden rebellious urge takes hold, and I immediately do something impulsive. What would happen then? For example, what if... Sure, let's go with that.
Are you really dragging that back up again?
Ooh.
No, don't you even...
What a happy coincidence. I just so happen to know a very skilled explosives expert. I can't recommend her highly enough. But then the honorary knight will surely act as her guardian, stepping in at the critical moment to stop anything bad from happening.
And that is how the prophecy is fulfilled.
She sounds like quite the destructive force.
Huh? Are we talking about Klee? Risley probably doesn't know that Klee is Alice's daughter, right?
Well, actually, I think you'll find her full title is Daughter of the Great Adventurer of the Realms, Dodo King, Defender of Old Mondstadt.
We don't have time for all that.
Fine. She's the most adorable child of Alice, the Dodo King, the veritable Spark Knight, Klee. Honestly, we really should go back to my original plan and throw a fabulous party for everyone, where I can introduce you all properly. That way, when Klee goes to Fontaine, she'll have plenty of new friends to drink tea with.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. I'm looking forward to it already. After all, it's not like I can turn down a good pot of tea.
More, please. Have a seat.
By royal decree.
One now.
Nico's over there. Paimon gets the feeling things are about to get stressful. You remember the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? Sure, everything turned out for the best, but it was a real headache to get there. But not this time. We're not the ones doing labor, so we definitely won't.
Well, well, traveler, Paimon. To think we'd run into each other all the way out here in Fontaine. So, what are you...
Oh! Nico! Did you hear that just now?
No, I didn't hear a thing. But judging by your expression, I doubt it was anything... flattering?
No, it's not like that. We're really happy to see you, Miko. What brings you to Fontaine, anyway?
Why else would a poor, overworked editor-in-chief like me be here? I'm toiling away on Yai Publishing House business, of course. I had just bought a box of new books and was planning to take them back for my editors to study. Still, while strolling around the city, I overheard people talking about an unusually accurate fortune teller out here in the countryside. So I came to get a reading, if only to satisfy my curiosity.
Huh? You're finished already? Why didn't you say so sooner?
My, taking such an interest in my future, are we? If you want to know, I might be persuaded to let you see. However, you'll have to pay a price. Let me think. How about you sign on with Yai Publishing House? You can compile your adventures into a thrilling novel. Following the latest naming trends, we could call it I Picked Up Emergency Food at the Start, and Now I'm Invincible. Oh, we're going to sell so many copies. Who cares? As long as it's entertaining, you can make it as long as you want. I once published a light novel called The Horizon Beyond the Paradox. That book was as thick as a dictionary and spanned 8 volumes. Then there were 3 companion guides and 6 spin-offs. Stack them all up and they'd reach the ceiling. If you manage to churn out that much, then I, editor-in-chief, will edit it all personally. What do you say? Interesting. So, you don't want to see which card I drew, then?
Yes! It turns out we're not that...
Oh well, here it is. According to Lady Barbeloth, it's reversed justice. You don't want to see? Very well. Since you have so little interest in divination, the next time you come for a fortune slip, don't expect me to help you draw. Come to think of it, you two have been visiting the shrine quite often lately to hang prayer plaques, haven't you? How about...
Seriously?
So it would seem, but alas, the justice card I drew is reversed. Does that mean I'm some sort of outlaw, Lady Barbeloth?
The card is named Justice, but it doesn't represent a just or unjust person. At least, not in a conventional sense. Perhaps it would be better to say, since it's currently reversed, it represents a dishonest person.
Dishonest? Oh, there must be some mistake. I'm always honest when helping these two interpret their fortune slips. Isn't that right?
All Paimon knows is that whenever Miko helps the traveler draw fortune slips, it's always great fortune.
Well, that's because of her good luck. Or at least, her good luck whenever she's by my side.
Luck. Now there's a fine choice of words. Reverse justice does indeed symbolize a distorted sort of cause and effect, imbalance, dishonesty, and dissatisfaction. As a yokai, you above all should understand. After all, the birth of a yokai is indelibly tied to desire. A yearning for something, an uncompleted dream, some unfinished undertaking, the pull of a certain emotion. All it takes is the slightest catalyst for these unsatisfied desires to take root and grow, and sprout unexpected offshoots. And you, a great yokai of Inazuma, likely have a greater desire than most buried within your heart. But that's the limit of what I can see. After all, you only drew one card. What's more, reverse justice is known to be good at concealing lies, whether from others or oneself.
How delightfully mystifying. Sounds just like something a shrine maiden might say when interpreting fortune slips. I certainly wasn't expecting to pick up any new jargon on this trip, but that one is quite good. Still, as good as it is, it doesn't really align with our shrine's way of doing things. So perhaps I'd better not teach it to the shrine maidens after all. Anyway, thank you for the divination, Lady Mage. Should you ever have the chance, do pay a visit to the Grand Narukami Shrine and allow me to return the favor. What do you say?
I'm afraid my hydromancy keeps me far too busy. I simply can't spare the time to dip my toes into other forms of fortune-telling. Though your fortune slips sound like something Nicole and Alice would enjoy, I'll be sure to tell them all about you.
Wonderful. When the time comes, I shall personally preside over the drawing of fortune slips for your friends. I assure you, everyone will draw the most auspicious slips. Right here. Right now. Sakura swirl! Emerge. Ha. Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. Emerge. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Right now. Whirling snow. Right here, right now. Right here. I'm always watching. Sure. Right now. Coming right here. Emerge. Right now.
You can't help me fix this annoying affliction either.
Precisely. It's already too deeply intertwined with your fate. Imagine your destiny is a tree. This affliction is like a new shoot growing from its branches. It's been helping you absorb sunlight and dew this whole time. It, long ago, began to shape your fate. If you cut it off now, the wound left behind might fester, infecting the entire tree.
You make it sound like it's a good thing. It's clearly getting in my way, keeping me from mixing the drinks I need. It's more like one of those vines that wrap around the trunks of giant trees, restricting their growth and slowly strangling them.
Well, if that were the case, your fate would have rejected it, and we could have easily pruned it away. Unfortunately for you, it's not at all what you say it is. All right, enough talk. That should be enough to convince you I'm a legitimate fortune teller, yes? Now, just like I told you, come here and pick a card at random. And let me give you a little advice about your future.
So I just pick one at random, Okay. How about this one? No, wait! This one!
Don't overthink it. No matter how you choose, you can only ever draw the card that's destined for you.
Oh, this fortune teller's laugh is so creepy! She's just like an old witch from a fairy tale. But since she's so good at it, her advice could prove really helpful. I have to choose my card carefully. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
True to form. Here you are at just the right moment. Well said. Compared to an intangible thing like fate, commissions have a far more intuitive effect on shaping our words and deeds. Now, seeing as you're here, perhaps you could have a word with this little one. She doesn't seem very trusting of an old witch like me.
Well, it's not so easy to trust a weird-looking fortune teller who's set up stall in the middle of nowhere. Oh, the traveler seems to know this fortune teller pretty well. Great. I can finally have someone I trust. Traveler, Paimon? Come over here for a sec. I need to talk to you in private. Looking for new ingredients, of course. My previous approach to mixing drinks was far too narrow-minded. I kept limiting myself to actual food. Paimon wouldn't exactly call the things you put in your drinks food, Diona. Well, it's all technically edible, as long as you grit your teeth and close your eyes. It's stuff you can force yourself to swallow. Exactly! I've already found a bunch of rusted screws, scrapped cables, coagulated chunks of grease, dust bunnies, toe jam. And it's all thanks to that guy from the Fontaine Research Institute who makes Fanta. He's been a real help. Well, I heard that really tasty fizzy drink stuff comes from the Fontaine Research Institute, so I headed over to take a look. When I got there, Mr. Henri let me try a few bottles of the new Fanta flavors. Completely on the house. Mr. Henri doesn't smell of alcohol at all. Nope, he just smells like Fanta, sweet and tangy. When stiff, and you can tell he's a reliable sort of grown-up. And he was the one who suggested I come to this stall. He said my affliction is probably beyond the Research Institute's ability to analyze. But he heard that this weird fortune teller who showed up recently near the court of Fontaine, apparently everyone who's been here says she's crazy accurate. Maybe if you get your fortune told, you'll learn something about what's causing your affliction. If you grasp the principles behind it, perhaps you could find a cure. Well, hard to argue with that logic. Guess he didn't end up becoming a researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute for nothing. So I came here to see the fortune teller. As soon as I walked over, she stopped me and said there was a strange disturbance surrounding me. Before I could ask, she blurted out all the answers to my questions.
But the scientific logic of the Fontaine Research Institute doesn't directly apply to divination. Even if you understand the principles, it doesn't mean the solution will be easy to come by. Just like I told you. Mysticism isn't built of bearings and bolts, and I can't simply repair your fate for you.
Oh, are you telling me nothing can be changed? Then what's the point of drawing a card?
By drawing a card, you may just find a tiny missing gear to fit into the wheel of fate. It may seem insignificant, but when installed correctly, the tiniest gears can still drive massive mechanisms.
You're not just humoring me, are you? Traveler, what do you think? All right, if you say so. Then I'll take one. All right, here we go. Looks like it's...
Oh my, how strange. To think the disturbance surrounding you has grown with such vigor. It's no longer a shoot, but a sturdy branch. How curious.
Huh? What are you saying? Does this mean the drinks I mix will taste even better from now on?
If we judge solely by your affliction, that would indeed be the case. Furthermore, the card you drew is the reversed High Priestess, which means you've been too focused on the illusions before the veil, which is precisely why you've been unable to pass through it for so long.
That doesn't sound like it has anything to do with mixing drinks. I thought this card would tell me what ingredients I need to use.
The lunar arcana aren't known for creating recipes. At least, not yet. But mixing drinks isn't the only way to find the answers you're looking for.
The answer is to teach those old booze hounds a lesson, so they never get drunk and cause trouble again.
You're certainly driven. But while your body moves forward, your heart remains stuck.
Ah, that's not true. I hate those weird old drunkards from the bottom of my heart. Especially...
I see. Then, have you talked to the one who fills your heart the most?
What? How did you know I was thinking about one person in particular? I didn't even...
Through divination, of course. Perhaps you should cast aside your impatience and confused emotions and tell him how you truly feel. You might find it more effective than trying to mix the most disgusting drinks in the world.
There's no way he'll listen. Once he started drinking, he doesn't listen to anyone.
Perhaps that was true before. But now, you found a tiny gear from the Wheel of Fate. Return to its rightful place. Certain things might undergo subtle changes.
You mean that? But it is just a card!
Of course not that. I'm talking about your heart. Something which has already begun to change.
My heart hasn't changed at all. Now, I need to go look for ingredients. How much is the divination fee? I can pay it in full.
Oh my, what a well-mannered child. Much more endearing than that other little brat. But there's no need for a fee. Just consider this a gift from a witch.
Thank you. If you ever come to Mondstadt, I can treat you to a drink. I guarantee it'll taste delicious.
Mondstadt, you say? Yes, if I get the chance, that might not be such a terrible idea.
And thank you for helping me out, Traveler in Paimon. No matter the trouble, Paimon and the Traveler will swoop in and save the day. But swooping in is thirsty work. So once we're done, we wouldn't say no to some of your tasty drinks, Diona. It's a deal. Next time you're in Mondstadt, I'll treat you to the best drinks you ever tasted. The kind with absolutely zippo alcohol.
By the way, if you have any more questions about your card, look for someone named Mona. You probably already know who I'm talking about.
Mona? Yeah, I know her. She always orders the cheapest drinks. Is she a powerful fortune teller too?
Ha! She's nowhere near my level. Still, she should be up to the task of reading the lunar arcana. Otherwise, she might as well hang up her hat. Just tell her you've brought a prophecy on behalf of the mighty astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus as a test. Don't worry. As long as you say that, she'll do her best to interpret it for you.
I think I got that. Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus. Yosa! That's a long name. Come to think of it, isn't Mona's name really long too? I think it was the what was it again?
So what you're saying is that this card I drew is actually pretty good?
Fate is simply fate. It makes no distinction between bad and good. However, talking solely about the upright strength card you drew, one of its interpretations actually fits your profession well. This card symbolizes passion, courage, confidence, and desire, as well as perfect, unfaltering love. No matter what surprises fate throws your way, I believe you will take control and steer a steady course.
Oh, don't flatter me. By our rules, a good fortune means paying extra for the reading. Here, I'll leave my coin pouch with you. If you have time, could you read the fortunes of my crew?
Haha! That's the first time I've received a request like this.
We've sailed this ship from one corner of Tevat to the other, braving the winds and waves. After so many years at sea, there isn't one among them who doesn't harbor troubles of their own. I may be their captain, but there are things even I can't help them with. So, running into a fortune teller like you, it made me think you might be able to help set their minds at ease. As for recompense, that won't be a problem. We've done good business on our way here and dragged in quite the haul.
As intriguing an offer as that is, I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I fear there aren't enough cards in my deck for such a sizable crew.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you here to have your fortunes read too? I'm here on business, of course. And to help a certain someone scout out new trade opportunities while I'm at it. Our esteemed Tianxuan, of course. Who knows what kind of scheme she's cooked up this time. A few days ago, completely out of the blue, she tells me there's good business to be had in Fontaine. Doesn't ask my opinion, just whips out a detailed itinerary and tells me to follow the trade route it outlines. Turns out, she'd already sent people to scout ahead. I haven't had any urgent business lately, so I went along with the whole thing. And what would you know, it's been plain sailing the whole way. What was supposed to be a 2-week job got wrapped up in just over 1. I figured since we're already here, we might as well stick around and have some fun. So I gave the crew some shore leave to kick back and relax. Matter of fact, just yesterday I booked an event space at the Hotel de Boer and the lot of us drank up a storm. The crew's still sleeping it off at the hotel, so I thought I'd venture out for some fresh air and to sober up. But I only made it a few steps before this, fortune teller stopped me and asked me to draw a card. Here, it's the strength card. Looks like a good one, and since it's the right side up, I think that makes it even better.
Upright strength. How should Paimon put this? It really does suit you, Beto.
It certainly does. Now, let me explain the other meaning it holds.
Ah, don't tell me. It's bad news.
I wouldn't say it's good or bad, and it's not directly related to your fortune either. Just a little after-class musing, now that your reading is over. It's clear that you possess both powerful outer strength and an indomitable inner spirit. To borrow a metaphor, you're a lantern in the dark night. You dispel the darkness and guide lost souls on their forward paths. But you must know that it's not only the lost and weak who are attracted to the glow. Bugs cling to the lantern, competing for light and heat. Believing that it can keep them warm, the light burns more intensely. Only by doing so will its radiance not dim. Now, it would be best if someone could drive these bugs away. Because if no one does, perhaps one day the flame will consume its remaining fuel, all for the sake of a few unworthy pests.
If that's your concern, I don't think there's any need to worry. I have a friend who knows how to help people figure things out, and, well, she enjoys taking care of pests who hide out in the corners.
A rare friend to have. Judging by your tone, you must really trust her. She doesn't sound like someone who would easily lose her way.
Her? Oh, if she were the type to get lost, I doubt anyone in Liyue would know how to stay on course. Take this trip, for instance. She's the one who pointed the way. Huh. It all makes sense now. I was just thinking, if she really wanted to do business, there's no way she'd let me kick back and relax.
So, basically, Ningguang just wanted to give you a holiday. But why make you take such a massive detour?
Well, I'm sure she'd say something like, "Some detours are needed. Only by taking them can the shortcuts be found." I'll never be able to unravel the twists and turns of her mind. Well, she still needs me to help expand her trade routes, though, so it's not like she'd do me harm. As her strength card, I'll remain up front, breaking the waves and forging a path ahead. Whoa! Oh, look at the time. I'd better head back and check on my crew. See if I can't sober them up a little, get them shipshape and ready to sail. Traveler, Paimon, Lady Fortune Teller, I hope to see you around. This card is a rare treasure. Can I keep it? Oh, probably not, right? I'll just take one last look.
A light that guides the lost, and those who come for more than its glow. Interesting. If I have the time, I should pay another visit to Liyue.
Forth, my blade, from whence you came!
To ashes!
Submit for judgment!
Eyes on me!
Spirit blade!
Power that ended Haishan!
A touch of frost, from whence you came! Submit for judgment!
Eyes on me!
Mizuki and her two mini Baku? Are they talking to Barbeloth already?
Traveler and Paimon? Lady Barbeloth was just talking about you. I was wondering if we might cross paths. It seems like fate has already arranged our meeting place. I suppose you could say that. If the prep work for this educational film about psychology I'm doing goes smoothly, I should indeed have time for some leisure. Though until then, I still need to focus on my work.
Whoa! Films can do that? That's amazing!
It's a new idea I came up with. Back when I was promoting Isa Bathhouse, I took inspiration from Fontanian cinema and recorded a few variety show episodes. People seemed to love it. Not only did they watch every episode, they even remembered all the psychological concepts we showcased. So I thought, why not make a few films about mental disorders as a fun and educational way to explain basic psychological concepts? If I can raise everyone's basic awareness, perhaps people can develop a more objective understanding of what mental disorders are. Perhaps I can stop people from blindly dismissing these conditions as made-up nonsense, or treating them like some terrifying boogeyman. And maybe my future therapy sessions will go a little more smoothly. That's right. After all, illnesses of the mind are invisible and hard to pin down. Trying to get a hold on them, or even just detecting their existence, is sometimes far from easy. But even I don't know how to pin them down to fit neatly into a script. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit it, but even though I've written quite a few papers about mental health, I'm completely stuck when it comes to writing a film script. Sometimes I stay cooped up in my room all day, endlessly going over a few lines of dialogue or a few seconds of plot. Even then, I might come away with nothing to show at the end of it.
Maybe you're just missing a little spark of inspiration. When Paimon and the Traveler get stuck on one thing, we do something else, and then, ding! The answer just pops into our heads.
It seems like great minds think alike, Paimon. That's why I came here, to experience a form of divination quite unlike the fortune slips I'm used to. I'm hoping this mage's lunar arcana can bring me some fresh inspiration.
Inspiration. Anya once said that she wanted to write a fairy tale for every card in the lunar arcana. But there were so many stories she wanted to write, and so little time. Since you're looking for inspiration, go ahead and draw a card, Miss Yokai. I hope that mage's unfinished fairy tale can lead you to the inspiration for your own story.
All right, Lady Barbeloth. But most of what I know about divination relates to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Fortune-telling with cards is a first for me. If I do anything that breaks the proper ritual etiquette, please set me straight.
Oh my, the reversed moon. The upright and reversed meanings of the moon are similar. Escapism, illusion, self-deception. Like someone traveling beneath a dark moon, having lost their way forward, but not knowing how to break free.
Yeah. Why does the meaning of this card sound like a warning? Paimon's got a really bad feeling about this.
However, since Miss Yume Mizuki can still hear this prophecy, it means the situation is not yet too dire. With a little effort, you may be able to exit the haze that obscures your path ahead and find what you seek.
Escapism, illusion, and self-deception?
Taking the card at face value, yes. To put it more plainly, you're running from an answer that's right before your eyes. Searching far when you should be looking near.
Are you saying there's someone who can review my script standing right in front of me?
It's not limited to just the script, but how you interpret the meaning behind the card is entirely up to you.
The answer is right in front of my eyes, yet I'm searching far when I should be looking near. I think I understand what you're getting at. When you put it like that, I really have been deceiving myself. Or rather, I couldn't help but search far when I should be looking near. I thought about visiting Yae Publishing House and asking Guja Yae for advice, but then... From a clinical perspective, I suppose this counts as unconscious avoidance. Thank you for your divination, Lady Barbalath. You really helped me find inspiration after all.
There's no need to thank me. I did nothing. You untangled the threads of fate yourself. I merely placed the loose ends in your hands. However, Guji Yae is also someone swept along by fate. Intertwining threads often bring trouble. With that in mind, keeping your distance wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
If I simply asked for some feedback on my script, surely that wouldn't bring fate into the mix, would it?
As I said, how you interpret things is not up to me, Miss Yume Mizuki. I cannot see every twist in your future from reading a single card. Who can perceive every obstacle on the path of fate before it trips them up? Sometimes it's just like that little brat said. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Anyway, Miss Yokai, I look forward to watching your film.
Turn that frown upside down. Bad dreams be gone.
Don't be scared. The night is cold.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
Stars, shine for me.
Dang!
Is it coming back to you yet, Chi-Chi?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. We still have a long way before we get to the Palais Mermonia. Let's keep walking for now. I'm sure you'll remember where your home is soon. Look! It's Chi-Chi! And she's with the Melozine! Huh. That's a combo Paimon wasn't expecting to see.
Traveler and Paimon.
You know Chi-Chi? Fantastic news! I ran into her while investigating near Lumidu's harbor. Judging by her size, I figured she was a human child. She is a child, right?
I am...
Right! We go way back! We're the best of friends! Quick thinking. If Chi-Chi had said she was a zombie, you might have scared her half to death.
Yes, best of friends. That's right.
Well, this is a happy coincidence for sure. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever found myself completely at a loss. I take it you know about her memory issues? She can hardly seem to remember anything besides her own name. Chi-Chi gets like that sometimes. Poor child. I was going to take her back to the Marie-Chaussee Phantom and let her stay there for a while. But I hoped she might get some of her memories back on the road. Since you're such good friends, I take it you know where she lives? It would save such a lot of trouble if I could take her straight home. We know, but it's, a very long way from here.
Very long way? I followed a Sealy all the way to Lumidu's harbor.
Huh? You remembered something? What happened before that?
Before that, Dr. Baiju took me on his rounds at something. I went to gather herbs and then...
Oh! Baiju took you to Yilong Wharf, right? Detective Paimon thinks she knows what happened. Baiju took Chi-Chi to visit patients at Yilong Wharf. She got lost while gathering herbs, saw a Sealy, and followed it all the way to Lumidu's harbor. Good thing Paimon and the Traveler read Robin versus Chesterton. Simple deductions like these are a piece of cake for Paimon now. Aha! Well, that checks out. I'll take Chi-Chi back to Yilong Wharf right away. Dr. Baiju is Chi-Chi's guardian, is he? He must be worried sick. Oh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot about that. Barbalos, are you there? Can you hear us?
No need to shout. I've been here all along. I simply didn't want to interrupt your conversation. Listening is the default state of any good fortune teller. This Sealy's so-called guidance could also be considered the guidance of fate. Since you're here, Chi-Chi, why not let me read your fortune?
Fortune?
Oh dear, Barbie, allow me to interject. You're really not suited to talking to children, you know. You're scaring the poor girl. Let me take this one. Now listen closely. This is how you deliver a little surprise gift. Little Chi-Chi, member of the Little Hexen Circle, I'm the mother of your ally Klee, Auntie Alice, the greatest witch in the world.
Nice to meet you, Auntie Alice.
Ah, what a sweet, polite little child. Come now, let Auntie's friend, another great witch, throw you a wonderful surprise fortune-telling party.
Fortune-telling party?
That's right. Look at the cards in front of you. Aren't they pretty? Do you like them?
I like them.
That's wonderful. Now, can you pick one for me?
Is this one all right?
and because you were so wonderfully well behaved, that card is yours to keep.
Thank you?
All right, Barbie, break time's over. Come help little Chi-Chi with her reading.
Oh, you don't need to shake me awake. I've been listening the whole time. Upright Hanged Man. Very few people draw this card.
That means you're very special, Chi-Chi.
It symbolizes transcendence and waiting, and also detachment from the everyday world. There are shackles that bind you, but you yourself have no desire to break free from them.
Shackles? Do you mean my orders?
At least on the surface, you wouldn't be wrong to understand things in such a way. As for your future, all you need to do is wait. Of course, it's not like you lack for time, but... Oh my, how strange, how very strange.
Hold up a second, you're saying too much at once. Give the poor child a moment to breathe. Let Chi-Chi savor her little gift first. You really do need to show a little more patience with children. What do you think, Chi-Chi? Do you like your surprise?
This card is pretty. Thank you, Auntie Alice.
Oh, good girl. You did such a good job remembering Auntie's name. Oh, Auntie would love to chat with you some more, but it's time for you to go home. If Auntie Barbie has more to say, then next time the Hexen Circle meets, she can make a prophecy for every little witch who attends. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Could you not add to my workload without asking me first?
Then it's settled. See you next time, Chi-Chi, and all of you witnesses.
Bye-bye, Auntie Alice and Auntie Alice's, best of friends. Phew! Is that all over now? Did those two voices just come from this doll? What kind of toy is this? It's so cute! Where can I... no, that's not important right now. Chi-Chi, let's go find that Dr. Baiju of yours. It's time. Chi-Chi should go home. See you next time, Traveler and Paimon. Card. Gift. Pretty. Sacred name, fortune preserve. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Don't blink. With sword from shadow. Incoming. Opening box of Adepti Life goes on. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Rise. Orders given. Orders received. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. With sword from shadow.
how do I get along with the other knights? Well, I'm certain I've left a deep impression. That can only be a good thing.
Arya, Canon. This was far beyond mere punishment, and not for the first time either. Be it the City of Dragons our king entrusted to us, or the fragile yet beautiful homes built by those tiny humans. How many more innocent lives must you watch die before you stop standing idly by? If our king were still here.
He is not here, Sonnet. If that far from omnipotent ruler believes this pale, horrifying fate to be order, if this is the only way to save this doomed world from being devoured, then no matter how heavy the price demanded, and no matter how much sorrow that price brings me, it is far better than pitch black silence.
The world is destined for destruction. What's the point of fighting the darkness?
Sonnet?
Nothing, Sister Arya. Forget I said anything at all. I just think we shouldn't stand by and watch as that tyrant slaughters the living beings who put their faith in us. Whether they be dragons or those tiny humans. Shouldn't we save them?
I can understand Sonnet's anger, Arya. To me, what that ruler did was far too cruel. Even if there's only the slightest chance, I want to do everything in my power to save those who can be saved.
But what about those who can't be saved? Those for whom salvation does not come, whose lives were lost. Are their blood, tears, and wails of agony simply meant to vanish without a trace? No, that isn't how it should be. I wish for everyone to be saved, and for none to fall. If it's order, who would perish alongside it?
Sonnet, do not forget the reason for our birth. Our mission is solely to preserve this world until our king, who granted us life, returns from afar. We knew what this order would cost from the beginning, but we could not allow this world to march toward destruction.
No, this isn't even about order, Arya. Sonnet, to us, to me, you are our dearest little sister. So please, do not do anything that would hurt Arya and I. Do not directly defy this heavenly order. At least, not now, while the world is still so fragile.
Canon,
Istaroth told me of a word that only humans may lay claim to. Hope. As long as there is life, there is hope. There will always be hope.
I won't judge. No traps, no poison smoke. How unimaginative.
Ah, Arya. It seems you've already chosen a human form for yourself as well.
You look just like I thought you might, Canon. That said, I didn't expect that you would proactively create such a form for those lovely little beings.
It is only natural, Arya. Those fragile lives trust me and call out to me, so I shall respond to their voices. We were born to preserve the world. If the beings known as humans are willing to settle it, listening to their pleas fulfills the mission our king bestowed upon us.
Yes. After all, he did say that all life across the Sea of Stars are allies. They fight alongside us against the darkness. But I wasn't talking about that. I mean, I didn't expect you, the Frost Moon to have such a sentimental side. It's endearing.
I can see your language has already begun to be influenced by those small humans, Arya. Their words are always so ambiguous. Do not use them. I cannot comprehend what you are trying to convey by saying endearing.
Oh, come on now. Sister, shouldn't the first thing we do after shaping these bodies for ourselves be to sneak out and play with the people on the surface? Otherwise, we'll have made them for nothing. Hurry, before anyone discovers us.
It seems our dear sister simply cannot wait, Kennen. Why, I remember when they first started building their civilization on the surface. You even said, that outsider is bad news, and naturally its creations are the same. You wouldn't even spare them a glance.
That's a different matter. I still think you two shouldn't have let that outsider in. But the people on the surface...
As long as you have fun. Go on, and remember to stay close to Arya.
Huh? Aren't you coming with us, Canon?
That Descender's servant said that they had matters to discuss with me about this world's gravitational potential and metric tensor.
Istaroth?
I believe that was her name.
Oh, you really should remember people's names, sister. And perhaps it's just my imagination, but I have a certain feeling about how she views that Descender.
I won't jump to conclusions, Arya, but I'll keep an eye out.
That's good to hear.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing. We'll go on ahead then, Canon. Don't worry. Sonnet and I will bring you back a gift.
I don't need gifts. Just be careful not to be recognized.
The spoils of war. Let's see what's inside. the spoils of war. Let's see what's inside. How do I get along with the other knights? Well, I'm certain I've left a deep impression. That can only be a good thing. Right?
right? Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. How tiresome. this dance party started! Over here! The camera's rolling!
all doing? Let's have some